everybody, welcome back to the interview side of our studio here. I'm here with Andy Smiley from Games Workshop, and he's going to show us a couple of things that I've got a couple of questions too, and we'll see what we can get out of them. Okay, so Andy, welcome.
Thanks,
good
Sam.
to have you here.
Good to see you.
Yeah, very good. How's everything going so far?
Yeah, it's been great. It's been really good. Yeah.
So go ahead.
No, I'm saying we're having a great time so far. A couple of days in Vegas.
Yeah. All right, very good. So what you got for us today? Looks like some Age of Sigmar stuff.
A new Age of Sigmar starter set.
Okay.
So it's slightly smaller than the existing starter set.
Right.
And obviously it's got a lower price point, which is cool. Mm-hmm. So just flip it over and have a quick look at it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So as you can see, we've got most of the Stormcast miniatures from the original set.
Okay.
You got one of the characters here, most of the infantry. It doesn't have the Celestin on the Dracoth. Okay. But that's pretty much all that's missing from the Stormcast set. All right. And then over on the Khorne guys, again, missing a couple of the characters, but primarily has the same stuff in there. A bunch of the infantry guys, the Korgorath, which is a cool big beast, and the Bloodstoker. Yeah. Which, whips those guys and makes them work.
Those are nasty.
But the super cool thing about this is it's designed to just be playable out of the box in terms of...
So all this terrain and everything comes with it?
Yeah, so you've got a double-sided playmat, and then the box itself you can flip over as a building.
Okay, so is this like one of those neoprene playmats, or is it a board? Let's just take it open. That's really cool. So what's the price point for this then?
Off the top of my head, I can't remember.
Okay.
It's different in different currencies.
Yeah.
And my memory's pretty awful. So. So this is the playmat. It's a kind of thick vinyl. Okay, thick vinyl. All right. It's not neoprene, but still, thick vinyl is cool. So this is what we've got on one side. So a desolate wasteland thing.
Right,
and
this is like the Khorne side, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's got you get the blood splatters here and stuff, and a lot of the graphics are kind of straight off the Realm of Battle board. Right. So it's a nice transition for people going from one to the other, and it matches a lot of the base materials that we sell as well. It has the same texture as those modular things you guys sell. Yeah. Okay, cool. So that's pretty cool. And then on the other side, we've got the sort of Stormcast side, nice big gold set of cogs here. That's cool. And some luminous green, which is obviously fantasy evil. So, right, yeah. We've got some of that going on. That's very cool. And then the box, which I'll just lift the miniatures out. You actually use the box as the terrain. Yeah, so we can stick the box in the middle there, and we've got some sort of like building or what have you. Building thing. Gotcha. These guys can fight on the top and around and things. So that's really neat. That? Yeah. It's good. It's good. That's I just checked it, but that's really neat. And then, as I mentioned, I'm particularly excited about this because they come already red, which is great. Yes. So that's going to knock some time off my painting. So we got the Khorne Bloodbound here, and then we got the Stormcasts in trendy gold. Okay. So you can just snap these guys out. They're all push fit, so you don't even need any. They're all push fit. Okay, so that's something also new from the original box set, because the original box set wasn't push fit, I don't think, right? So I think there are elements of these ones. So let's have a look. Sorry. So these guys with the wings, whose name escapes me. I think the persecutors they're called. They need some glue, but there's sort of a lot of the basic infantry. A lot of the basic. You can see they've got pegs and stuff on them. All right, so these are the easier. Yeah, I think the easy ones to put together. They're pretty easy to put together. See the guys with the shields here have got some push fit pegs. Yeah. And you need a little bit of glue for some of them. Right. But generally, snap them out, a little bit of glue, and you've got a game pretty good. I don't know if you saw it, but I did a video a little while ago, about a month ago maybe now, but about the 3 different kinds of models that you guys have. I know you probably don't even, you don't probably classify them this way, but from my aspect, like the regular 40K stuff has like 10 to 15 pieces per Marine. Yep. And then your new Space Hulk set has the easy or push fit like this stuff. Then you have ones that are kind of in between, where they have around 5 to 9 pieces so and stuff like that. These are probably set at somewhere between the in between and the push fit in terms of complexity. But that's cool. They're pretty easy, but I think the color plastic's pretty good. You could do some real. I was playing around with them. You can do some really good stuff with washes. So like the Stormcast, you build them up, stick a sort of a black wash over them, null oil, sort of even Agar Excelsior to work, and they're not too bad. It helps the detail pop out. Right. And you've got a shader on the gold, and then you can add some extra detail. And likewise with the Blood Reavers, a bit of null oil over the top of them.
So you don't really even need, I mean, most people probably will, but you probably don't even need to put a base coat on these. You just...
No, you don't.
That's neat.
You can just paint over the top of it.
That's really cool.
Quite fine.
That's very cool. So when is this available? When is it going to be coming out?
It's summer.
Summer?
Yeah.
All right. Do you have a specific convention that it's being released at?
No, it's just going to come out as part of our regular release schedule.
Okay.
Sort of middle of summer. So.
All right. Very cool. So a new starter set for Age of Sigmar, Thunder and Blood. That's very cool. All right, awesome. All right, now you can just leave this out. I have a question for you.
Shoot.
And it's from Rob. He told me to answer this. Otherwise, upon pain of death. So first of all, when is, maybe you can't answer.
Yep.
It's okay. When is the Mordheim coming?
When is Mordheim?
Is Mordheim coming?
Okay. This answer's for you, Rob. Okay. I've no idea if there is going to be a Mordheim.
Oh, okay. No, all right.
I mean, obviously we've got a lot of cool specialist games coming out. You know, Blood Bowl's still really power and strong. And I don't know if you've seen the been on bloodbowl.com where we've got the league running.
Yeah.
So we're going to extend that league, keep that going for a bit. People are really excited about that. And then one of the things I'm really excited about at the moment is that, and if you're at the dinner tonight, you'll see it announced. Which I guess I'll just tell you now, right?
Okay, that's good.
We got something called Shadow War Armageddon.
Shadow War Armageddon.
Yep.
Okay.
And so what it is it's, do you remember the old Necromunda rule set?
Yeah.
So it's that.
Okay.
For your 40k models.
Wow, 40k Necromunda style.
Yeah. So it comes with all new multi-level, completely interchangeable plastic scenery to make gantries, towers, all the best bits from Necromunda. Basically, all that kind of like high warfare and dense stuff, and then rules for using basically all the core plastic. So whether you want to play with tactical marines or scouts, or you've got orcs, Dark Eldar, or Tau, you know. So I think there's maybe 16, 17 different rule sets for. But it's the old Necromunda rules to play with, sort of special ops type warfare.
That's cool.
40k.
So all those different rule sets, are they going to come in the form of codexes, or they come in one book?
It comes in the box.
It comes in the box.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I think there's going to be some additional download stuff for free on the website. The website, and WarhammerCommunity.com will have a bunch of articles about cool ways you can convert your guys to look more like a special ops team and that sort of thing. So that's quite cool.
Yeah.
So I guess that's the next big thing we've got in terms of tapping back into that old kind of skirmish level specialist thing. But that's coming out really soon.
Okay, yeah, that's really cool. All right, so you've got, for Blood Bowl, you've got the Skaven and the Dwarves.
Yep.
They're already available, right?
They are, yep.
And so what have you got after that? Anything? Anything planned?
Not off the top of my head.
Okay.
For Blood Bowl, there's a couple of character packs came out recently and some stuff like that. And I know the guys are definitely working on more stuff because it's just been so popular.
Yeah.
People are like, we knew people would enjoy it because Blood Bowl's always been popular.
Yeah.
But people are going crazy for Blood Bowl. So, you know, the guys are looking at what other cool stuff we can bring out.
Okay, that's cool. One more thing. What's your next big box game?
The next big box game? Shadow War Armageddon is
going to be big?
It's a big box. It's like this deep. And you know, because of all the terrain that comes in it. So it comes with a full suite of terrain for you to do your board to play on, and the rulebook, and orcs and space marines, I believe, are in it.
Okay.
So it's pretty massive. Yeah, I think that's the next one.
That's cool. All right. Very good. Well, I appreciate you coming by. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for watching.
And we're going to go to Q&A here in a little bit, so fire up your questions over there, and we'll see you there.